Today is November 4, 2023. Our reflection is entitled Embracing Humility at the Banquet of Life. First reading according to Romans chapter 11, verses 1 to 2a, 11 to 12, and 25 to 29. I ask, then, has God rejected his people? Of course not. For I too am an Israelite, a descendant of Abraham, of the tribe of Benjamin. God has not rejected his people whom he foreknew. Do you not know what the scripture says about Elijah, how he pleads with God against Israel? Hence I ask, did they stumble so as to fall? Of course not, but through their transgression salvation has come to the Gentiles, so as to make them jealous. Now if their transgression is enrichment for the world, and if their diminished number is enrichment for the Gentiles, how much more their full number? I do not want you to be unaware of this mystery, brothers, so that you will not become wise in your own estimation. A hardening has come upon Israel in part, until the full number of the Gentiles comes in, and thus all Israel will be saved, as it is written. The deliverer will come out of Zion, he will turn away godlessness from Jacob. And this is my covenant with them when I take away their sins. In respect to the gospel, they are enemies on your account. But in respect to election, they are beloved because of the patriarchs. For the gifts and the call of God are irrevocable. Holy Gospel of Jesus Christ according to St. Luke chapter 14, verses 1 and 7 to 11. On a Sabbath Jesus went to dine at the home of one of the leading Pharisees, and the people there were observing him carefully. He told a parable to those who had been invited, noticing how they were choosing the places of honor at the table. When you are invited by someone to a wedding banquet, do not recline at table in the place of honor. A more distinguished guest than you may have been invited by him. And the host who invited both of you may approach you and say, "Give your place to this man," and then you would proceed with embarrassment to take the lowest place. Rather, when you are invited, go and take the lowest place so that when the host comes to you he may say, "My friend, move up to a higher position." Then you will enjoy the esteem of your companions at the table. For everyone who exalts himself will be humbled, but the one who humbles himself will be exalted. The letter to the Romans also addresses the notion of inclusion, as Paul speaks about God's invitation to all, both Jews and Gentiles. He emphasizes that God's gifts and calling are irrevocable, highlighting the universality of God's love and mercy. The Gospel passage from Luke tells a parable in which Jesus observes how guests chose seats of honor at a banquet. He advises them to take the lowest place and let the host honor them, underlining the value of humility. This message extends beyond mere etiquette. It emphasizes that in the banquet of life, humbling ourselves and being considerate of others is the path to true honor and recognition. Reflecting on these passages, we're encouraged to consider our own behavior and attitudes. Do we often seek the places of honor, whether literally or figuratively, in our daily lives? Can we practice greater humility, approaching life's gatherings with a spirit of selflessness and a heart open to others? Are we mindful of the inclusivity and universality of God's love, extending our love and compassion to all we encounter? Today, I will consciously practice humility in my interactions with others. Whether at a social event or in daily encounters, I will strive to be more considerate and open to different perspectives. I will also remember that, just as God's invitation is extended to all, I too should welcome and include everyone with an open heart. In doing so, I will participate in the true banquet of life, celebrating the diversity and beauty of the human experience. If you found this video meaningful, I invite you to show your support by hitting the like, subscribe and share button, as this will help us reach more people with these reflections. Together, we can create a community that seeks wisdom and spiritual growth.